Hi, good day. This is Sanya. I am your senior support specialist here to take you through the client dispute manager software for today. So I do hope you have some questions for me. It is Wednesday, so we're almost through the ending of the week, and I hope you are all having a good day. Go ahead and post in the chat and let me know how your day has been so far. And we are going to jump into our training for today. So good morning. Hi, Trish. Awesome. If you want to just go ahead and unmute and just say hi, or of course, you can definitely do it in the chat. All right. So today we're going to talk about automations. I do hope you have some questions for me, even if you don't have questions about even if you don't have questions about automations, you definitely can do so. But I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you. And you just tell me if you are seeing my screen. Let me get my highlighter. And we're going to jump into today's training. So automations, that's what we're covering today. Automations. All right, let me see. Awesome. Hi, Linda. Awesome. All right, I hope you are doing good today. Yes. All right. Awesome. Okay, tell me if you can see my screen, I think. Okay, awesome. Yes. Okay, there we go. So of course, when you come into the software, this is going to be the first thing that you see. We have the customers overview, the dispute process overview, and the business growth statistics, and that's all found on your home screen. You can get a breakdown of how many customers you have in, their status, dispute status as well, whether it's going to the credit bureau, creditor, if they were repaired, that is the disputes, or the accounts rather, they were repaired or you got deletions. You would have gotten that once you have updated that in your client's tracking end, right? And your business growth statistics, this is important. This is telling you how much revenue you have coming in. Remember, as I said, it's not just to look at it. I want you to use this as your motivation to say, okay, this is what I have. This is my goal for the next week, the next 2 weeks, the next month, or so. All right. So jumping into automations, remember that once you have gotten the disputing process down, once you've gotten your onboarding process down, I need you guys to go ahead and try to scale your business and try to automate your process as much as possible so you don't have to spend too much time doing a lot of unnecessary things, right? We want to maximize the time that we're spending on so many different things. We want to spend less time doing the automations, onboarding, all of that. And you having to scale your business would mean that you can have more time to do something else that you would have wanted to do. All right. So let's say, for example, we're talking about the onboarding process and you're thinking, okay, how can I actually scale my business, right? In terms of the onboarding process, more than likely you would have had to add them in manually. And once you've added them in manually, you'd have to send them the contract, right? So this would be a process that you could have automated if you have done it this way. You could have basically gotten Zapier set up. And once you have Zapier set up, then of course, you don't have to do that. Once you set it up one time, that's it. Right? And let's say, for example, you do have a website and they're coming from your website. Instead of you having to add them into the software, sending them the contract, because you would have automated your process with your website lead form, this means that they'll be coming into your system. Let's say, for example, you have a scheduler. You want for them to schedule an appointment to do a consultation with you. You're looking at a full-on task, right? So I want you to think about a task that you would have to do manually. How can I do this automatically without me having to touch it more than once? All right. So let's say I have my website. Remember, you have 2 website lead forms. Once you have your website already set up, what you need to look into is what are the forms that I can add on my website. This means that anybody that goes to my website, let's say they're interested in my service, or probably they're not ready just yet, this is a way for you to add your code in the back end of your website so that they can sign up, because you would have had that form there. So there are 2 forms that you could have added to automate your process. Let's say you don't have Zapier just yet, but you're trying to automate your process. You would be adding this particular form or the more advanced form to your website, all right? So you have to look into how you can make your process as easy as possible, okay? How do you get Zapier? What you wanna do, you can go into, let me close this out, scroll up, you go to company. You can always go and open up your browser and type in Zapier. Or if you go to the notification and you go here, once you have a Zapier account, what you can do is, especially if you're doing the trial version, go ahead and sign up for the trial version for Zapier, and then you're going to create your API secret code and your client secret code as well. And what you're basically doing is using these to basically have a way to talk to different platforms that traditionally don't normally talk together, right? So Zapier helps you to do an automation that you would have not thought of, but this actually helps you to automate your process, all right? So go ahead and sign up for the free trial. What I want you to do, when you do get your free trial, I want you to look at the different applications that you can use. Let's say you're not ready just yet for a Zapier account. I still want you to sign up for a trial, just so you can see what are the applications that you can do. Let's say you're not using CDM just yet, but you're looking at probably getting your clients on an Excel sheet into a form, or from your scheduler into your forms. You have different tasks that you can create to help you with that process. So there's tons of different applications that you can look into. CDM is one of them that you can connect with different platforms. It doesn't mean that it's just 2 apps that you can put together. You can put multiple apps together. It can spread across automating your system for lead generation, automating your process for billing. You just have to think about what tasks you normally do and what Zapier can help you to do, all right? Let me see if I have any questions about that. Any questions? We're all good? All right. James? All good?
Yes.
Okay, awesome, awesome. Yeah, so definitely go ahead and try to get a Zapier trial account, and then you go from there, okay?
Thank you.
No problem, no problem. All right, so, okay. So what type of task can I do? Let's say I have the website. Let's say I have my website here, right? Oops, let's say I have my website here. And I wanted for whomever signs up to go into my software from my website. I don't know them, but I want them to go into my software. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to customize my form. So there are 2 forms that you can customize, as I said. You just want to make sure that you have the right color, the color codes. So this is one that you could do. Don't forget as well, I always tell you, try to get a scheduler just in the event that they do sign up. And let's say, for example, you're taking a little while to reach out to them, they can schedule an appointment with you. You do get that in your Google calendars or whatever calendar you have set up, so that you can go ahead to do a meeting with them. Now, you can take it a step further from your schedulers. Let's say some of you are doing Zoom, you can connect that from the software to your schedulers, to Zoom, to something else, right? So that is an actual task that you could have completed that you would normally do manually, right? So this is what you would come in here to do. Put your titles, make sure that your colors are matching. The height and the width is exactly how you want it to be. Do you want it to be short? Do you want it to be long? You just have to decide how you want it to be. And then once they have submitted that information and they hit submit, because your schedulers would have been there, then that means that they can sign up to schedule the best time that's good for you, that you have set up, that you would do your consultation with them, all right? So you could be doing 2 consultations just to familiarize yourself with the customer or the lead. And then after that, let's say you got their credit monitoring and you went ahead to say, okay, we need to see what are the accounts we're working with. Then you could have done a second consultation after that, right? So you just have to figure out how your process is going to be, and then you would set that up. So you have one where you're doing your website lead forms, or if you're adding them in, depending on where they're coming from, you can definitely set that up through Zapier. That makes your job so much easier. All right. Do I have any questions so far about that or anything else? All good?
No, just a statement. It seems a little confusing, but if I look into it, I could probably get it.
No problem, no problem. So I want you to just don't complicate it, all right? And I want you to breathe, because it can get a little challenging, especially if you're new to it. But what you have to think about is, once you think about what the process is going to look like, right? Then you can set it up with the different apps that you're using, all right? If you say, okay, nope, this is just not for me, you might have to get someone to help you to set that automation up, all right? Remember, you can hire someone to help you with your automations, all right? All right, perfect. Okay, let me see. All right. I don't want you to get overwhelmed, but I want you to definitely think about automating your process, because I want you to spend less time doing something that could have been automated. All right. So please don't be intimidated by it. Try to get someone to help you to set up your automations. Once they know how to use Zapier and you have different applications that you want to use, go ahead and set it up. All right. So you have this one. This is a generic lead form. And you have the other one. You want to go to company, and you want to go to the client auto sign up. And this one would help you to bypass you doing step 1 of your onboarding. So let's say you are adding them in manually. Because you would have had this on your website, this means that you're not adding them in manually. They're going to your website and they're choosing the contract that they want. They get the contract, go through the whole process. Your only process from there would be to do your credit analysis, your consultation, and the disputing process. All right. So you just have to figure out which one of the forms you want to use, and then you go from there. Now, a question that I might get from this is, how do I know which one of the forms to use, right? Okay, so what I would tell you for that is to try to use both of them, right? But it just means that you're going to decide where you're going to place your forms, right? So is it a case that on my home screen, let's say someone comes and I want to grab them real quick. So I would put my generic lead form for them to set up a consultation. Let's say they browsed around, they liked what they saw, then they could have added the information in there, and then they could schedule a consultation, a free consultation with me, right? Some people, what they'll do is they'll add an additional tab here so that they can put the other form, or underneath their pricing page, they'll put the more advanced form there. So you just have to decide if you're going to use both of them, that's totally fine. Or if you just want to stick with one. In cases of you just using one person's, if they go towards the generic lead form, they're looking at the fact that they want to decide which one of the contract prices would have been ideal for the lead that's coming to them, right? So you have to think about that as well when it comes to setting up your forms, all right? And of course, I know we have some specialists in here. Lawrence is also here that can help you with the automation as well. All right. Hi, Kirk. If I have bought the website, will you guys do the automation? Not for the automation, because we do add the forms for you. You just have to let Aman know that you want the forms to be added. Decide which one of the forms. Make sure you have your color codes that you want in. But in terms of the automation, let's say you have Zapier, he can help you with it, but you might want different tasks, right? So you have to find, or if you know how to, you can definitely set up the automations to help you. Just figure out which one of the automations you want to do, because it could be billing, it could be the lead generation. You just have to decide what it is. All right. And Lawrence is good with Facebook. I know he's good with Zapier. You're good with Zapier, right? With Zapier automation. So he can help you. He will drop his info in there for you. Okay. Especially for the automations. I want you guys to just jump on that one, because this is going to help you along the way. You just leave that once you have fixed it, and then you're good to go. All right. You are most welcome. You're most welcome. All right, Kirk, are we all good?
I guess I'm gonna have to be for now.
Okay. Wait, you still have, wait, I think you have another part to the question. No. Remember, the forms they're already there. You just have to customize it, right? Or if you say to Aman, okay, I want it to be long, I want it to be wide, these are my colors, go ahead and do this. You just tell him exactly what you want it to be, or whomever it is that's going to work for you, okay?
Yeah, Ahmad is working on it now. Should I like reach out to him and let him know?
Yeah, tell him that you want the website lead forms connected.
Okay.
You have the codes, right? You have the codes for the color?
No, I have to put them together, I guess.
All right. Yes, get the codes. Look into the website lead form, and you should be able to download the color picker. All right.
Okay, thank you.
You are most welcome. All right, James, are all good? All right, yeah, so Lawrence is going to help you, okay?
No, I'm just
Tell me what's up.
what
Tell
I
me.
went through with you yesterday
Yes.
through our one-on-one, and then today is like, it's a lot to take in.
Pace yourself. Pace yourself. That's what I want
Yeah.
you to do. Tell me where you're stuck. Tell me where you're stuck.
As far, I mean, the part that I like, the color code part. Now on my website, I have the area where they put the information in, and it goes right to my email.
Mhm. Yes, because that's your generic. Let's say you didn't add the website lead forms, right?
Okay.
Wait. Let me. Oh, my box is
Now,
in the way.
with me and you did something like this yesterday.
Right. So your form, your website has a form that would allow you to just put in the information without you putting on a form on it, right? But you want to replicate your form so that when you put that particular website lead from the software, it's not going just to your email, it's going into the software and saving the client. So remember that we needed to replicate it so that once we grab this code here, we're copying the code here. Let's say we did do the colors and the height and the width looks good.
I guess I just got to remember how to get into this area.
Go to wait. Which one of the forms were we working on? Was it this one or the other one?
We did this one, and then you showed me like how to go into the contracts.
Yes.
And edit them, which, like I mentioned to you yesterday, we'll probably need another walkthrough with that.
No problem. No problem. So what I want you to do, color picker, right here. I want you to look at the color picker. Look at your website as it is now, and I want you to write down the codes when you do the color picker. It's going to tell you what code, the exact code of the website that it is. You're going to decide on the box that you already have what colors it should be. I think it was blue. We wanted to add not black, white. We wanted to keep the black, brown, gray. Yeah, so just look at the colors that's there and use the color picker to help you.
All right.
All right. We're going to get you set up. Don't worry about it. I don't want you to complicate yourself with that part, right? We can definitely help you with that part.
Yeah, because where you showed me about the startup videos, I'm going through that. I looked at that this morning. I'm going back through that this afternoon and get that part down. So when I incorporate and onboard clients, I can bring their reports over for the monitoring service. So that's
Right. Did you get set up for the credit monitoring though?
Yeah.
Okay, and I think we add the link?
Yeah, we had the links yesterday.
Okay, good. All right. So let me just go through the steps. Don't get confused, right? This is not for you.
I don't want to get off topic.
No. Okay. So all we would have done is, let's say we know how to go into our backend, right? We would have copied this code here. And let's say we know how to go into the backend of our websites, right? Depending on the page that we're putting the form on, that's where we would go. We would do the quick edit or the edit. And then from there, we're just pasting the code so that whenever we go in, let me just go there. What it's going to do for us is to, one sec. All right. Once we go in here, tell me if you're seeing my screen. Once we go in here, we're just pasting the text here underneath text. Now, some of you have different website backends. If it's not WordPress, or even if it's WordPress, but you have a website builder, it can be a little bit different from what you're seeing here, right? Once you know where to go and you know how to go on that particular page, you should be good, right? But if you realize that you went into a particular page, but it doesn't look like this, or you just feel overwhelmed, I want you to leave it, right? I want you to leave it and you get an expert to help you with this part, because it can get really complicated. You can do a change and not know how to go back to it. So you have to be careful where that is concerned. All right. So the form should come up. Of course, I didn't add my code that I had here. This is an old code, right? So of course you want to make sure that the height, the width, the text that's supposed to be in it is the correct thing that should be showing. All right. So it's important that you go ahead and you customize it exactly to how you want it to be before you go into the backend to paste that particular code. All right. All right. Does that make sense? All right. This is if you're going to do it yourself. All right. But if you're not going to do it yourself, don't worry about it. We'll just have someone to help you, or you could get someone who knows how to do that part. All right. Let me see. Do I have any questions at all about this? All good? All right, perfect. Yes, Dwayne, I will send you the replays. If you want the replays, guys, send me your email address and I will send that to you. All right. Yeah, so it's important that you try to automate your process as much as possible. Remember that you have the forms, that you can add it on it. I want you to add those forms on there, and then whatever schedulers you have, put it on there as well before you put the code in, of course, and you can use just this for now until you decide to use Zapier, right? Now, let's say you wanted to take it a little step, further, right? What you could have done is, let's say they're coming from your Facebook ads, right? From your Facebook ad, you want that client to be added into your software. From your software, you wanted for them to go into your scheduler so that they could schedule an appointment with you. From that, you want them to go into your active campaign, or probably Zoom. You want them to do the Zoom. From the Zoom, you wanted them to go into your nurturing email. And from your nurturing email, let's say you're setting up invoices, that is a full-on task, right? So you just have to decide what type of automation you want to set up. There's too many applications that I could go through, right? So you just have to look into Zapier. Zapier is a third-party platform. It's basically helping you to connect different platforms that don't necessarily talk to each other to connect, right? So if it is that you're doing billing for now, you could use QuickBooks. to go to whatever other platform, if you want to QuickBooks to, I don't know, you just have to think about what is there that you can do, right? Once you put in the first app, it can tell you what type of applications that you can use with the QuickBooks, right? And don't just limit it to just 2. You can do multiple. You could just leave it as 2, depending on what it is that you want to do. So you just have to decide from that person signing up what the trigger as well is going to be, and then what app it's supposed to go to. All right. So go ahead, sign up for the free trial, look at what is there. There's tons of different applications that you can use. Okay. And then of course, I know some of you have employees that you want to use. Let's say they're using Slack, or they're using, I don't know, other platforms. All you have to do is just to think about what that's going to look like, and then you can go from there. All right. Automate your process as much as possible so you could scale your business to focus on something else. All right. Questions about Zapier? I hope it's not intimidating. I know it can get intimidating, especially because you don't know how to set it up. But once you do decide to, you can definitely use that, right? What would you recommend as a good scheduler for WordPress? I think the Acuity is a good option to use. I know that there are tons of different schedulers that you can use. You just have to decide which one is going to work for you, okay? Right. Let me know what type of scheduler do you have currently?
Me personally, I don't have one myself right now.
Okay, look into
Casita, but I don't know. I'm going to see which one works best.
Yeah, look at all of them. Look at all of them, because most of them have different functions that you might want to look into. So look at the functionality that is there, and then you can choose which one you want. Sign up for the free trial, and then you could decide further which one you want to do. I always recommend doing the free trials. All right. All right, perfect. Wait. So I think I have 2 more. Yes, I will send you the replays, no problem. All right. Now, question, have you guys chosen what type of app you're going to use when it comes to communicating with your clients? Apps that you have thought about that you can use to communicate with your clients. So most of you probably would be using your provider for now. Remember that you want to have a system that's going to help you. Some people use Ring Central. Some people use Twilio. You just need to decide which option is going to work for you. Bear in mind that with Twilio right now, once you get one of these, then you can incorporate that into the software to send out text, right? But you just need to look at the functionality of what it is that you want to do when it comes to setting up. All right, so if you go here and you're trying to integrate Twilio, remember Twilio is a way for you to send out text. Of course, it does have different functions, but in terms of the integration with the software, this is just mainly to send out text. What you would do is you would get the SID and the token. You have to get a Twilio number, right? So once you get a Twilio number, what you want to do is to set this part up, and then you're just going to go down to the bottom here, turn off and on your messenger buttons. Once you go ahead and do that, then you test it to make sure that the text goes out. From there, you need to make sure you reply just to make sure that it works. Now, Twilio does have a default text, right? It has a default text by law. They have to send out the option where if you want to, well, if the client wants to stop those texts, they should be able to opt out, right? Some people, what they'll do is they'll go into Twilio's backend and change that code. So of course, we have those text change codes that you can go in to do the changes if you want to. All right, so Twilio is a good option if you're thinking about another automations. Remember, persons prefer to answer quicker. with text because they have the phones readily available, so they'll answer quicker instead of an email. So this is something that you want to think about when it comes to sending out messages or just to communicate overall with your clients. All right, so text, Twilio, that's a good option. Some people use Ring Central. There's tons of different applications. I think it's Swiper or something like that. You have different applications that you can use. Just look to see what is going to work for you in terms of the functionality, and then you decide if that's the right fit for you, right? And then remember, Zapier allows you to connect different applications together, so you can definitely integrate those in, right? So inside of the software, there are integrations there to help you. Otherwise, from that, let's say you want to do it outside of the software, especially when you start to get bigger, people tend to use other platforms outside of the software, right? And then what I want you to do as well, when you start to get bigger, right? Of course, we are looking to get bigger. What we want to do is we want to send out nurturing emails. So even before you get big, you need to make sure that you're sending out nurturing emails to your active clients, to your leads. You're sending out emails to your affiliates as well. So it's important that you have emails already set up in your system, right? So let's say outside of us automating anything outside of the software, we have emails that's inside of the software that we can use, right? So there are nurturing emails that goes out to your active clients. Now you might be saying, what about nurturing emails that you can send to your leads? You would have to go into your software and create your own custom templates. Bear in mind though, that you do have some resources that you can go to. Underneath your training/help, go to the educational resources section, and you do have some resources that would help you when it comes to your email marketing, right? Remember, your email marketing is important. You need to be marketing to your leads as much as you possibly can, even if they're not ready. You never know when they'll come back to you. So I definitely endorse you setting up your emails, right? So you have some courses that you can download from here. Take bits and pieces. I want you to personalize it for your business so that you can send those out to your leads. Remember, additionally with that, the clients do get nurturing emails. The active clients get nurturing emails. So that's done automatically. But for your leads, you would have to go in, create your own templates. You can get it from here. Go into your managed email and create custom templates so you can send out to your leads. It's important that you do that, right? Now, let's say I'm thinking about automating that process, right? What are some of the tools that I can actually use? There are tons of different tools that you can use. People use MailChimp, they use ActiveCampaign. You just need the content. Of course, you have it in the software. Some of you have the yearly plan. So I want you to make sure that you go into your packages and look at the different resources that you can use to help you in terms of what type of emails that you can send out, right? So you have the lead generation nurturing emails that you can use from here. Tons of different resources that you can use, right? Let's say you're good with finding content. I want you to get creative with the contents that you're putting out. You have the option to go to Facebook. You have the option to go to Instagram, depending on what you feel comfortable doing. And then I don't want you to just limit it to just being comfortable. I want you to use all of the platforms that's there so you can advertise as much as possible. Remember, lead generation is a key component of your business. If you don't have this part covered, you're going to be in trouble. Just take it from me, okay? You cannot expect to grow if you're not doing lead generation, all right? So I do not want you to get comfortable. Let's say you're not good with the lead generation marketing aspect of it, get someone to do it for you. Some of you have friends and families that could help you with the lead generation part of it. Go ahead and get them on board, right? Some of you also have friends, or you've seen affiliates, or you've seen influencers that you could possibly reach out to, and they would be more than willing to advertise for you, right? This is where I want you to go, right? In this day and age, especially now, you have to use social media at your advantage, right? And of course, Friday, we're going to talk about all of that. We're going to talk about different strategies. I just need you to right now get into your email marketing, because that is important. When you do find all of the contents that you're going to use, let's say for your emails, once you also have underneath the manage portal content. Remember, inside of your client's portal, there's an education section. So what I do is I take bits and pieces of the contents that's here, and I go ahead and create emails, right? So I want you to just grab some of this info. If you have your own content that you have created, please set it up so that if you're doing it manually, you go ahead and send it out. If you're doing it automatically, you're using different platforms. Once you set it up, that's it, right? You just need to get different platforms so that once you set it up, whenever a lead comes in, they get those emails, all right? So it's important that you put that together. You just have to spend a little bit of time putting the information together. If you can do a video, right? Not a lot of people like to read. So if you can get creative with your resources, create a nice video, right? And in your videos, try to be as transparent as you possibly can. Remember, emotional marketing works. That's all you have to do, especially now. That's what you want to appeal to, and you just want to give good information. And of course, we want to educate our audience, all right? So that is important. So look at the resources that you have, go in, take bits and pieces from here. If you can repurpose that to go on your social media platform, definitely go ahead and do it. Do you have to market every single day? I would prefer if you could, but of course we know we have a busy schedule, so you just need to go ahead and schedule the times that you're sending it out, right? Once you have it set up, let's say for a 6-month span for your customers, that is it, you're good to go, all right? All right, awesome, awesome. Pausing right here because I want to ask if I have any questions so far about anything that we went over, or if you have any other questions. All right, let me just check chat. I can't wait to hear that one. I can't wait to hear that one. When are you gonna advertise that, or is just a secret for now? Go ahead. You want to talk about it?
Yeah, what I've done is I've taken the videos that are not the videos, but the the email course that Mark has in there. I took those and turned them into a whole series of whiteboard videos.
Yes.
So a lot of people don't like to read. Okay, so
tell them about it. Tell them about it.
That should be a really, really good magnet. And if you guys like it, and Mark, and you guys can put it in the back office and make it available to everybody else.
Yes, yes.
But
and that's what I want you to do.
40 minutes worth of video. And
right.
20 different videos, because there's 20 different emails. So there's 20 different videos that goes through the explainer on there.
Exactly, exactly. A lot of persons prefer to just watch a video than to go ahead and read it. It's a sad reality. You did what? Repeat?
If I can get to the rest of it, it should be completed today. The video's already done. It's just the actual packaging of it. The videos are complete.
Yes, yes. So you're going to be on the meeting tomorrow with Mark, right?
Yeah, I'll be there.
Okay, please, please, please. I'm going to send it over to him to let him look at it again. And I want you to just talk about it a little bit, okay?
Okay.
All right, perfect. Guys, if you want to, you can reach out to Lawrence for him to give you some pointers, because it's really, really informative. All right. Yes, Paige, yes, definitely. Trish. Okay, so I kind of want to talk a little bit with Trish. I just want her to share, because I know she's going to come back on Friday and we're going to talk a little bit. Trish, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
All right, perfect. So I'm calling on you, right? All right, so I want you to talk to me about email marketing. How is that for you, and what do you normally do? Do you normally schedule particular days? I know some people, what they'll do is they'll create the content and then do it on a weekly basis, bi-weekly? Tell me what you do.
I've had my website done. I run ads on social media, to be honest with you, and word of mouth. I breathe it. So I'm always up doing something.
Yes, that is crucial. You just have to get creative with your content, and then you're good to go. And then you're
I'm
good
trying to work on a commercial. I'm working on some things. I have a friend of mine who has a YouTube channel with over 44,000 hits.
Come on.
And so my next step with him is, he said that he would advertise for me on his, and my daughter is about to, my daughter went through a big weight loss thing, and
Yes.
she did it all. Anyhow, it led to over so many people reaching out to her. So she's in the midst of doing her YouTube channel. And that's another.
And then you, and then you.
And then I give away vacation packages.
No, I thought you were going to say you're going to do your YouTube channel. That's what I wanted to hear.
I am. I'm in the midst of trying to learn it. I actually just kind of, okay, so I finally got someone. I hired someone out of the Philippines to run the company pretty much. She will be doing everything for me other than my disputes. Nobody will touch those disputes but me.
Yes.
But she's going to do my marketing.
Yeah.
And so it's going to free up a lot of time to where I will be able to do a YouTube channel.
Right.
I'm working on some things. I have a lot of things currently. I'm working on it.
I know. I don't want you to overwhelm yourself, but I want you to get as creative as possible. I want you to create multiple streams of income as well. So that's why I'm pushing for you to definitely go ahead and do that YouTube, right?
I really am. Like I said, it's in the making as we speak. I'm just trying to get it where I have everything in the back office done. I have someone that can run it and do the other things that I've been having to do myself.
Right. That's amazing. All right. I know some people don't want to go to the forefront of doing the advertising part. They don't want to be the brand. They don't want to be the face of it. Remember, even if you're going to YouTube, or even if you're branding your business, but you don't want to be the face of it, remember, try to make sure that your audience can connect to it. Right. So even if you're doing videos and you don't want your face to show, that's totally fine. You just have to get creative with what you're doing. All right. And that sounds like you and Lawrence can do a collaboration. I don't know.
I'm always open to
All right. Yes.
open to networking. Two minds is always better than one. Other opinions, other models, other things that are working for other people.
All right, perfect. Yes. All right, guys, I absolutely love that one. Yeah, so I want you guys to get super creative with your content. Remember, inside of your software, you do have resources. For those of you who are new, I want you to work on your emailing, or even if you have your emailing and you need to step up your game when it comes to how you're emailing, you want to see the conversion, because I don't want you to just do the emails and send them out and you're not getting the feedback. Remember, you want to do a call to action at the ending, not all of the emails, but to specific emails that you're trying to do a sale in, right? Or if you want to get a different feedback, or you want to get some feedback from those that you're putting out, you want to do a call to action. All right, perfect. All right, perfect. Yes. All right, I will definitely send you the replays. Yes, Linda. Yes. Awesome. All right, let me see if I missed any question here. All right, I think we're good where that is concerned. Okay, so make sure you have set up your emails. That's important. Look into scaling your business. You have Zapier that you can use to set up. If you're doing billing, if you're doing lead generation, look at the different apps that you can use. Look into Twilio as well. Look at the resources that you have. I hope if you are thinking of doing emails, let's say you're not there just yet to get the MailChimp and the other platforms set up, but you're doing it from the software, I still want you to create videos, right? You can look into Loom right here. I don't know if you can see this little icon right here. You can put it in your Google Chrome extension. I know some of you might have other apps that you're using, but this is a good option for you to create videos. If you want to show your face, you can. If you don't want to, you don't have to, but I want you to put it into your emails, right? Most people, they don't want to see a long epistle. So if you can go ahead and create a video, make it as creative as possible. You can repurpose all of this here and put it in there. And then you can always use the videos that you have or that you have created and create transcripts so you can put it up probably on your blogs or your website so that can be, if they want to read, they have the ability to do so, right? I just want you to get creative with your resources. So company, and then you go underneath your manage portal content here. That's one resource that you can grab information from. You also can go to your educational resources section. And another thing that I want you guys to do for the replays that we have for the Thursday meeting with Mark, what I want you guys to do, if you can, let's say you wanted to focus on disputing, right? Remember that you have specific meetings that would have covered for disputing, or if you wanted for lead generation, there are different topics that would have been covered in this particular training. All right, so you just take your time, go through the resources, and then you can go from there. All right. All right, perfect. And I did get a question about the attorney. I don't know if you have gotten that. You can go underneath the educational resources to get the attorney's info. Let's say you wanted to work with an attorney, or you have a client that you need to send over to an attorney. This is our attorney that you can connect with, right? I don't know if you just saw that little pop-up that came. That's another strategy that I also want you to implement, right? That was a capture system for you to put your clients to put their emails in. That's how you would nurture your clients, right? So there are connecting pieces that you have to put together, whether it's on your website, whether it's on your different platforms. You want to create an emailing list so that you can nurture your clients as much as possible, right? Create magnets. As Lauren says, you can be creative with that. I just need you to go ahead and look at how you can scale your business, even if you're new and you're not there just yet. I want you to put it in place so that whenever it grows, you don't have to run to try to get everything together, right? So definitely pace yourself where that is concerned. Oh no. Okay, so was it underneath the Teachable that you have the mastery class?
No, I did the credit repair mastery class, the one I paid the $100, did the class, and then at the end of the class, you're supposed to get the certificate right there, credit repair mastery. And at the end of it, I put my information in for the certificate, and I've did it numerous times, and I've never received my certificate.
All right, I need you to go into it. There's a particular section that says quiz.
I redid it again last night.
And it didn't come?
No, I haven't.
I don't want you to do it over again. Okay, let me, okay, wait, let me see. I think I need to reach out to you after. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let them go into the back end and try to send it to you.
That's fine.
Yeah, because I don't want you to have to take it over again.
Well, no, I mean, but I went back into the class. It's 100% done, but I went back in there to try to do the quiz / certificate part, and I kept putting it in, but I still haven't received it. I finished the class like 2 weeks ago.
Oh my God, was it on Chrome that you did it?
No, I don't believe so.
Okay. I don't want you to take it over. I'm gonna have them check in the back end for them to send you the the certificate. All right.
Thank you, because I will be taking some more.
No problem, no problem. All right, I will. Okay. Let me just write it down real quick. So I do not want to forget. All right. Okay, got it. All right, so I need to have them send that to you. Yes, you are most welcome. All right, guys, so do I have any questions before I let you go? Remember that you guys, on Thursday, you need to join Mark on the meeting. Remember, if you need to join that, it's going to be at 6 Eastern time. What you want to do is, oops, I closed it out. You can go to the home section, and then this green pop-up box, you do get it in your email, but if you want to try to not schedule, but register early so you don't get to miss the seat, right? It's going to be at 6 Eastern time. He's going to be talking about disputing training, how to do it the right way. So you definitely want to do that. So please put it in your calendar for tomorrow so that you guys can have a good discussion, right? And of course, whenever there's any new features that's being released, you can definitely do so. I hope you have checked out the custom automation for the reasons. You're creating your own reasons. You can save it in there. So you should be able to create your own reasons and reuse them. All right. All right, perfect. Yes, definitely. All right. Let me see before I let you guys go. Let me go. Don't forget to also connect it with your nurturing emails and any automations. You have to make sure that your notifications here at the top, you want to make sure that you have checked those, because if you don't, you might miss something, and we don't want you to do that, especially for billing. Those of you who have authorized.net set up, please make sure that you're looking out, especially for this particular icon. If it lights up, it means that someone's payment has failed. You need to check in your account if you need to in authorized.net, or you can go to the payment history section to see which client failed, because you need to reach out to them as soon as possible. But remember that you need to make sure that your nurturing emails are all turned on in here underneath your managed notification. So you want to make sure that you check that those are on. For those of you who are going to integrate with Twilio and with LetterStream, remember, if you don't want to go to the post office and you do get LetterStream, this is an integration that you can do. It's an API connection, just like how Zapier would connect with other platforms. Inside of our software, we do have the capability, if you connect with LetterStream, instead of you having to go to the post office, once you have done your letters and you send them to the bulk print stream, LetterStream is mailing them out for you. You don't have to go to the post office, right? So I want you guys to utilize all of the integrations as you possibly can. LetterStream is a good option. Once you get a LetterStream account, go into your API and add your keys, read the disclosure, turn on the feature. You decide if it's going to be regular mail or certified mail. Once you have it set up, remember, you can add your letters onto your proof of identification to your dispute letters, and they would take care of the rest, right? No more post office, no more licking of any stamps, none of that, labels, no. LetterStream is the one that's going to do that for you. So that is an automation as well that you can look into. You have Twilio, you have Zapier, you have, of course, the on-demand check. We're going to talk about that tomorrow in terms of authorized.net setting up to take cards. And if you're doing checks, you definitely have that capability. So look into the different options to connect. You have the website lead forms. Go ahead and see how you can set it up. If you need to get someone to help you with that, go ahead and do so. I need you guys to be creative with your resources. I need you to automate your process as much as possible, and you should be good where that is concerned. Look also at your notification as well, and you should be good, right? You get an email from those notifications, and you also get the notification at the top. Make sure you know how to go ahead in there to remove those notifications if you have them. All right. All right, perfect. So that is going to wrap up our session for today. Let me see if I have any questions before I let you guys go. We're all good. Okay, yes. All right, perfect, perfect, perfect. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Don't forget to check your notifications, check your emails as well, and please make sure that you schedule for the meeting with Mark on Thursday. All right. All right, my name is Sanya. I am your senior support specialist. Join me again tomorrow and we'll take it from there.
And
Yes?
one quick question.
Yes.
On my software where you show me the startup videos,
Yeah.
number 4
Mm-hmm.
was like onboarding.
Yes.
That's what you went over yesterday. So I can go in there and just watch that a couple of times and it'll show me how to bring a customer in, a client in, correct?
Import?
Yeah, wouldn't that show me how to bring a client in?
Yeah, but this is, the importing is when you're importing the credit report.
Yeah.
So
How to
is it
bring your
step
credit
3
report
that
in.
you should have done? Okay, yes. This one should show you what to do.
All right, thank you.
All right, no problem, no problem. All right, which one of the credit report are you using?
Well, I use IDIQ and Smart Credit.
But did you add the login credentials in the customer screen for the activity log?
Well, I got their name in there. You mean as far as adding them into the system?
Right, and their credentials for their credit
Yeah.
monitoring.
All I got to do, I know I go to select client.
Right. What about this one?
Yeah, select
Right.
that one.
Right.
Then I went over and where it says report type, I put
Yeah.
IDIQ. And then that's where I got stuck.
Okay, so you have to pull in the negative items, right? Yeah, so pull in the negative
Yeah,
items.
both of those boxes were checked.
What about the
Yeah, they were
box?
both checked.
What about the other one?
I didn't see another one up there.
That means the credentials aren't added in there for the customer. Go back to the customer screen.
Okay.
And find the customer to the right-hand side underneath actions. Make sure that their credit monitoring is there underneath the purple icon.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, so once this is done first, then you go to the import to do the credit analysis.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right.
All righty.
All right. Let me know how it goes. Okay. Just go ahead and message me when you do it. Okay.
All right.
All right. Perfect. Perfect.
Have a blessed day.
You have a blessed day. You guys take care. Thank you so much for joining me today. I do hope you have a good one, and I'll see you tomorrow. You take care. Bye. Bye, guys. Take care.